All right, so this is me at my nerdiest. I've learned how to do some really, really weird stuff. I've memorized pi to 260 decimal places. I got a pi tattoo right there. It's Leibniz's formula for pi. Uh, let's see. I learned sleight of hand magic. I solved Rubik's cubes. I memorized long movie quotes in other languages. I just I have some really interesting interests. I don't know why, but this was the original one. This is one that I learned how to do in 1998. I was working midnight shift at a job, taking calls from engineers who needed parts for computers for big corporations. And you wouldn't get a lot of calls in the middle of the night. Sometimes you would, but a lot of the time was just spent searching the internet, which was still kind of new in 98. And I don't know, I had a magazine that showed how to read barcodes. And I thought, why not? I got nothing else to do. I will tell you that if you learn how to do this and you can do it on your own, there really is only one use for this skill, and that is a parlor trick at parties. At parties, I was the guy. I'd come into a place, into a party, and there'd be somebody who'd be like, "Dude, wait here." They'd go get their friend, bring him back. Mike, this is the guy right here I told you about. This is the guy. Do the thing. And then I would do the thing. I would say, go get some random thing out of the pantry, like a can of soup or something. And they'd bring back the can of soup. I'd say, tear off the numbers at the bottom of the barcode and hold on to them. Don't let me see them. Just give me the lines. And I would, and then you can read the lines. I could read the lines and tell them the numbers that they were holding in their hand. And I don't know. Let's just get into it. I'll show you how to do it. All right, so every barcode has not just black lines, but it also has white lines. You have to read both of them. So there are four different thicknesses. There's really thin, and I call those ones. And then you have a medium sized, I call those twos. Then you have rather thick ones, we call those threes. And these are not to scale, but just to give you an idea, the thickest ones are called fours. Each barcode begins and ends with a group of 111, and they are black, white, black. So you can see this is a really thin, really thin, really thin, black, white, black. That's 111. You ignore that. That's not part of the numbers down at the bottom. Same thing at the end. There's a 111 there. In the middle, it looks like there's just two black lines sticking down, but you got to account for the white lines surrounding it. So that's white, black, white, black, white. 11111. You ignore those. All you're interested in is the sections in black and white here, not the yellow sections. So if I scroll down, you can see here that there are 24 lines on the left and 24 lines on the right. What we're going to do is divide those 24 lines into groups of 4. And that's going to represent 6 digits on the left. On the right side, 24 divided by 4 is 6 digits on the right. So there's the 6 digits here, and these are the 6 digits there. If I look very closely, notice that the first 24 lines are going to alternate white and then black. So I've got to start with this thin white line there. That's a 1. Then this black line next to it's rather thick, but it's not the thickest black line. That's actually just a 3. This is a thin white line, so that's a 1. And this is a medium-sized black line, that's a 2. 1, 3, 1, 2. If I go to the next group, again, it starts with white, and then it goes to black. So this is a medium, that's a 2. This is a thin, that's a 1. That's a medium, a 2. And this black line is another medium, that's a 2. So 2, 1, 2, 2. It is the case that those digits will always add to 7. So 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 7. 2, 1, 2, 2, that adds up to 7. It gets kind of tricky because your eyes will go cross and you'll forget where you were. You can't just start at any random line. I can't just start right here necessarily. You have to start at the beginning of that group of four. So you have to train your eye to keep its place as you're reading the lines. Now, what does that mean? 1 3 1 2, 2 1 2 2. Who cares? Well, those thicknesses in that order, 1 3 1 2, you can compare that to a table, and here is the table. So 1 3 1 2 represents the digit 7. So if you come back up here, that is the first group of 6 lines, and sure enough, the first or 4 lines, and sure enough, the first digit is 7. The next group of 4 lines was 2 1 2 2. 2 1 2 2 is the digit 2, and sure enough, the second digit was a 2. You just kind of follow along, doing just that until you have gotten all of the values. If I go here, this is 1 3 1 2. This is 2 1 2 2. And then starting at this section, this is a 1, this is a 2, that is a 3, and that is a 1. So 1 2 3 1 right there. If I come down to the table, 1 2 3 1 is the digit 5, and sure enough, the next digit in the barcode is a 5. You do that for all 6 on the left, you do it for all 6 digits on the right, and you've got your barcode. Again, notice that everything in this table adds up to 7. Every sequence of 4 line thicknesses. They will always add up to a total thickness of 7. So if you memorize that table and you go through those groups, you will get the values now, or the numbers in the barcode. As you can see here, every digit is represented 0 through 9, and then I had to add a couple extras. I put a 0 here and then a 5 here. So if you go through, this is a 3 2 1 1. On the left side we go white and then black. So it goes white, black, white, black. On the right it goes black and then white. So black, white, for your groups of 4. 3 2 1 1. As you can see, that is a digit 0, and sure enough, the first digit is a 0. 2 2 2, and that thin one's a 1. 2 2 2 1 is a 1. The second digit is a 1. 2 1 2 2. That's a 2 from the table. 1, and here's a 4. That's the thickest line right there. 1 1 1 4 1 1 is a 3. 1 1 3 2. 1 2 3 1. 1 1 3 2 and 1 1 3 1 are 4 and 5. And then we skip the 1 1 1 1 1 in the middle, just like we skipped the 1 1 1 at the beginning and end. And then we pick up right here. Now here we're doing black and then white. So black, white, black, white. 1 1 1, and this is the thickest white line, and that is a 4. 1 1 1 4, that adds up to 7, so I know I'm right. And that is the digit 6. 1 3 1 2 is the digit 7. 1 2 1 3 is the digit 8. 3 1 1 2 is the digit 9, and that's all of the values. Those are all the numerals that are available to us. Then I had to add 2 extras, so we'd have 12 digits. So 3 2 1 1 is a 0 again, just like we had the 3 2 1 1 over here. And then the last one is I kind of wrote over it, but that's a 1 right there. And then a 2, and then a 3, and this last white one right here is a 1. And again, that's a 5, just like it was right here. That was a 5. That's how you read the barcode. Now, the last digit is called a checksum. That last digit is locked in. Once you choose the first 11, you only get to choose the first 11. The last digit is a checksum. So the first 5 digits in a barcode are usually a company code. I should say not the first digit. The first digit has to do with, particular standards, having to do with country codes and such. I'm not going to get into that. And by the way, these UPC codes are only used in the United States. In other countries, they use like EAN, European Article Number, and those are going to have more digits. They're going to have 13 digits total. And there's country codes involved there. If you wanted to convert this barcode into an EAN code, you'd put a 0 at the beginning of it. That would give it 13 digits. But the last digit is a check sum, and here's how it's calculated. You take the company code here, and this is a particular product that the company makes, and this has to do with the country code, so don't worry about what it is. But we take the digits and we calculate with them. We take every odd place digit, so this is the first digit, the third digit, the fifth digit, the 7th, the 9th, and the 11th. You take those odd placed digits and multiply them by 3. So 3 times 0, 3 times 2, because all the ones in blue there. Multiply them by 3 and add together. Another way you could do that is just add them together first. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then another 0. Add them together and then multiply by 3. If you do that, you get 20 for the sum. 20 times 3 is still 60. So either way, you get 60. Then you take the digits in the even places. So this is the first digit. The number 1 is the second digit. So you take the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th digits. Just add them together. Another way to think of it is you're multiplying them by 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 multiplied by 1 is 25. Or you can just add them together to get 25. Now you add those two sums together. 60 plus 25 is 85. The last digit, that 5, the reason that's a 5 is because that is the number that would need to be added to this total of 85 to get a multiple of 10. 85 plus that 5 is going to be 90, which is a multiple of 10. So the 12th digit must be a 5, and that's why there's a 5 there. If I took that 5 out and put any other digit in that place, it would not work. That 5 is locked in by the other values. All right, so let's practice it. You can pause the video if you're able to. If you're on Instagram, you probably won't be able to, but see if you can figure out what these lines represent. Unpause it when you're ready. Okay. At the beginning, we got a 1, 1, 1. I can ignore that. In the end, I got a 1, 1, 1. I can ignore that. In the middle, well, we'll come to that when we get to it. But now let's look at these thicknesses. So that's a 3, a 2. This thin white one's a 1. Thin black one's a 1. It goes white, black on the left. So 3, 2, 1, 1 I can see is a 0. So I'll put a 0 down below. And then I've got 3, 1, 1, 2. Remember, they've got to add up to 7. So 3, 1, 1, 2 adds up to 7, and that is a 9. Uh, 1, 1, 3, 2. 1, 1, 3, 2 I can see is a 4. 1, this is a thick one. 1, 4, 1, 1 is a 3. I've got 1, 1, 1, 4. Again, that's the thickest one, so that's a 6. Then I've got 2, 1, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2 is a 2. Now that's the first 6 digits. And I know that after the first 6 digits, I'm going to have 5 ones in a row, starting with white. White, black, white, black, white. Those are all ones. I can ignore them. So now on the right side, it's going to go black, white, black, white. So that starts with this 1 right here. Black 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, and that's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 1 is the digit 5. And then I've got 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 2, 1 is a 1. And I got black, white. So 1, 2, 1. This white one is a little bit thicker than that white one, so it's a 2 and a 3. 1, 2, 1, 3 is an 8. 1, 3, 1, 2. 1, 3, 1, 2 is a 7. Got 1, 2, 3, 1, which is a 5. And then I've got 1, 1, 3, 2. 1, 1, 3, 2 is a 4. So there you go. 0943625187554. And if I remove the bar, you can see that matches. So that's it. That's how you read a barcode in the United States. I'm sorry for wasting your time. But if you want to memorize that, it's just another thing humans can do. So, all right.